Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's good, everybody? It's Destin Troyce. You're watching Troyce TV. Today I feel like I was in a position that I needed to do this review because, bruh, BGC is about to end. Yes, BGC is about to end. This may be the last season, so I feel like, hey, I've been watching the show for years. I've always watched reviews. I've always watched the show on YouTube, so why not do a review? I mean, shit, it's the last season. I grew up watching it. I was a diehard fan. I guess I still am. But the thing about the show is it's kind of going downhill, so I guess it kind of needs to end. Because let's be real, like, the show's not as good as it used to be. And yes, for those of y'all who don't watch Bad Girls Club, the show still is on air. If you do not watch the show, I'll link a link down below to the first episode. This is a whole new season. You can start fresh. So I'll link an episode down below, or if that link doesn't work, then go to watchseries.com, type in Bad Girls Club, look for season 17, click on episode 1. Long story short. So, for today's review, I'm going to be discussing the episode, blase. You're finna get into this video because I don't want this shit to be long as fuck. But anyways, how I feel about the season, how I feel about the season overall, what I think about it. Do I think it's good? The first episode was good. The first thing that came on and that really caught my eye was the whole East Side West Side thing. I guess that was a good idea, but I really wish they would have got more people who are like a lot more real and like weren't so invested on being famous. Because when I look at these bitches, I can tell they just on there to be famous. Like, I understand that when you go on a TV show, you're looking for some exposure, but like I look at them and I think it's like so obvious that they just want fame, and it's like they're not looking for growth, and they're not looking to like be dope. Like, they literally just standing there like, yes, I'm ready for my check. I'm ready to just get out of here because I have a life. And that annoys me, and that's why BGC is going down here, in my opinion. These bitches is looking for fame. They're not looking for growth. They're just looking for fame so that they can take off and get an even bigger career. Some of them don't even care to be on the show. They just want to get on the show to get some exposure and just have some dumbass career. So the first thing you see is the opening fight. Oh my god, the opening fight, that was probably the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. That was terrible. Usually when they show the opening fights, they show like huge and heated fights, moments. If you do not watch BGC, then you probably won't understand any of this. Maybe you shouldn't watch this episode. If you want to start watching it, then I'll link a link down below, like I said, or I'll just leave a website right here where you can watch it. But anyways, the first thing you see is the opening fight, and I must say the opening fight was Sayora versus Kiara, and that shit was whack as fuck. What the fuck was that? That was probably the pussiest fight I've ever seen in my life in BGC history. This is why the show's going downhill. What was that? Like, that smack to the face? Okay, that was intense. But they're like literally trying to grab on each other. They're grabbing wind, and that just really pissed me off. I'm like, with all the fights that happened in the trailer, they decided to show this fight. That was whack. Neither of them hoes can fight. The first girl we see is the Shayla, and I guess she was really cute. She had like a nice slim body, slim, thick. She's pretty. She got like the dreads and stuff. She has, an adorable style. But the only thing that really stood out to me that I didn't like is that this bitch had on a bra. Like, what are you wearing? Like, I don't get it. Like, what's so cute about outfits like that? Like, I've been seeing girls wear outfits like that, like some type of bra that looks good, and they like she should have at least wore like a decent looking jacket, like a nice like meat coat or something, or a nice a nice denim shirt to go with it, like, or a nice thick jacket to go with it. But she was wearing this damn bra. Like, ew, what the fuck are you wearing, bitch? Like, no. She talks about how she wants to be like big in fashion, and that's cool. I understand that she wants to be big in fashion. So hey, I guess she has something. I guess she has some type of drive. And I noticed that she's very young. I think she was like 22, which I noticed that a lot of the girls this season are very young. Then the big girl comes, Kiana. She's actually really cute. I like her personality. I like how she has like this little Potawatomi accent. She's cute. A lot of people compare her to Tanisha, but a lot of people actually aren't feeling her because she's not as funny as Tanisha, and that's what really disappoints everybody, is that whenever there's a big girl on the show, they always compare them to Tanisha, and these big bitches are always disappointing us. I mean, hey, like, look at Red. Red was the biggest disappointment ever in BGC history. Red, y'all remember Red from BGC season 12? The big girl from BGC Chicago. She was the biggest disappointment to ever happen to BGC because everybody really wanted to like her, but she fucked up. So the big girl is cute. Hopefully she doesn't disappoint me because I don't really know much about the spoilers of this season. The next girl to show is Sayora. Sayora is really cute. She's like real tatted. She got tattoos all over her back. Got a sleeve, tattoos on her stomach, thighs. Like I like her style, I like the way she dressed. And she got this cute little Arabic Palestinian accent, and I love it. Like I love that accent. Like you don't see that many girls like that on BGC. So she really stood out to me out of all the girls. The next girl we see is Kiara. Kiara is like the rapper. And I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, don't even come at me in the comment section, but Kiara is ugly as fuck. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just my opinion. I think it's just the way her hair looks. Oh my god, like, what the fuck was that? Boy. Like, she literally had like this little brown and black side do thing. Like, all the girls are pretty overall. But she just was not cute to me at all. She had this little black and brown side do, and that shit was like, every time, like, she has this thing that she does when she moves her head when she talks. I mean, I'm from Compton. Like, everybody always told me that I'm well-spoken to be from Compton. I just want to show everybody that, you know, I'm just that girl, and that's it. In her first confessional, she had, like, silver hair, and that looked really great on her. But, like, throughout the show, they show, like, her other confessionals, and when she was, like, talking to the fans and stuff, and this side dude, that shit was stiff. Like, every time she moved, I was like, oh my god, girl, does it move? Like, that shit was stiff. Like, that shit was still, that shit barely moved. Like, whoa, okay. Next girl we see is Suzanne. Suzanne is like that chill, laid back girl, and I really liked her in the casting special. I really liked her pictures. I think she's a really pretty girl. She's gorgeous, as a matter of fact. But she is a hoe, and she takes that in. She embraces it. She has a shirt that says ho ho ho, and she said that, you know, I had to wear a shirt that represented me, and she's being portrayed really bad because she has a husband, and she cheats on her husband a lot. She said that she one time went to a party and she made out with at least 30 guys while she had a boyfriend, and she just didn't give a fuck. She was just ready to hook up with somebody. Okay, you're getting a really bad edit and you're looking really bad, but she stood out when she said she was a hoe. I mean, at the end of the day, hoes gonna be hoes. You let a hoe be a hoe, and if you a damn hoe, be the best damn hoe you could be, and be the most honest hoe you could be. All the girls are together. They all meet up at the bar, and so far you see Sayora, you see the Shayla, Kiana, and Suzanne, and they're all representing the East Coast, I believe, which is weird because I'm like, y'all representing the East Coast. I mean, I understand y'all, but like Sayora, the tad bitch with the accent, girl, you just live in LA. Like you're not really an East Coast girl. You're a foreign girl. You're from Uzbekistan, like some foreign Muslim country. Like, you're not really from there. Like, you lived there probably when you were like you moved to like Cali when you was like maybe 12, 13 years old, but like, you're a foreign girl. I don't really consider her from the East. I don't know, maybe there's something about her that the casting directors liked. So next girl comes Francesca. She's really hot. Like, I like her personality. She has like this blonde hair and this crazy black outfit, and she's actually very cute. Like, I like her personality. So far, she's probably my favorite so far, only because like she has like this wild, free personality, and I like it. Like, as soon as she runs in the house, she's like, ah! And she's only 21 too. Like, all these girls are 21 so far. Like, all these girls are young as fuck. Like, so far, these girls have been 21. So far, these girls have been no older than 23, except for Kiara's ugly ass. Like, Kiara's like 26. But I noticed that these girls are very young, and I like Francesca. Francesca, the bitch with the blonde hair, pink in it, she's chill. Like, I like her personality. I like her vibe. Hopefully, she's my favorite throughout the whole season. Okay, so finally, everyone gets to the house. But then they realize one girl's missing, and that's Seven. Seven's probably the prettiest one in the house, and she's also one of my favorites. Like, she's so laid back. I like her personality, and she has a longboard and everything. And then Seven starts to go on and say, oh, I'm black and white. People say, oh, really? Oh, they think that her granddad is black or an aunt is black, but really, her dad is white, her mom is black. Like, she even said that her dad is white as fuck, and I didn't even see it. Like, to me, she looked black. Like, she looked black. I didn't get the vibe that she was mixed at all. That was just my opinion. Not that she was like dark enough or had like not good hair or nothing. I just thought she was black. I thought she was a full-blown black girl. And then all the girls like catch her on the roof, and they're like, "Oh my God, there you are! We were looking for you." And then someone asked her what's her name, and then she says, "Oh, my name is Seven." And then Kiana's like, "Oh, like 7 Streeter?" And she said, "No, like the number 7. That bitch stole my name." And I thought that was very, very funny. So basically, they have like this big ass wall that says dares. Basically, East and West Coast to get points for every time they do a dare. There was like a list of dares that they could do, and the dares were kind of whack. They were like very, very whack. It says, first one to kiss a guy, first one to get money from a guy, first one to kiss a roommate. That's plain. Like, who wrote that shit? Like, come on, like do something different, like a pizzazz. That's gonna give us like good entertainment. Like that was kind of weak, that list. So first, the Shayla says, "Oh my God, guys, look at this. First one to kiss a roommate. Who wants to do this?" So Fran runs up to the Shayla and they make out, and I thought that was pretty adorable how they just made out, and they just like, I can tell they enjoyed the kiss. So Sayora and Suzanne are talking in the makeup room, and Suzanne and Sayora are exchanging words, talking about each other's life, and then Suzanne starts to go in and say, "Oh, I was married, you know, I'm married, you know, we're not really for real, you know, I'm not faithful at all." Because Sayora asked her if she's faithful, she said not at all. And I thought that was very weird how she said that shit on TV, because when that nigga see that shit on TV, he gonna beat your fucking ass. Because of course he gonna watch this. So then Sayora goes to the other girls, like in another room, and then she starts talking about Suzanne. Not talking shit, but she starts telling Sayora's laundry, like dirty laundry, and telling the other girls, and the other girls were judging her like, whoa, like what the fuck. And in their confessional, they're like, whoa, like damn, Sierra, you're just gonna tell us like that? Are you just gonna spill the girl's business? That's true, but then again, y'all was talking shit about her. Y'all immediately judged her. Y'all didn't just say, oh, or leave it alone. Like y'all judged Suzanne too, so don't be getting mad, bitch. And then so far Seven to me is probably the realest, because she was the only one who didn't give a fuck about the girl's drama. I can tell she was there to have some fun. She wasn't there to like stir up or drama. Like I can tell she wanted to have fun, and of course she wanted some exposure. So the girls go out to eat. Finally, the girls all go out together, and the only people that stay home is Kiera and Kiana, and they just turn up. And I like that. They have like this cute little name. I hope they're cool throughout the whole season, because they're like, yeah, we the keys. You get it? Because Kiana and Kiera, like, they're like, we the keys. The keys got to stay home. And I thought that was really cool. I think that should be a click, to be honest. And Kiera got up, and Kiera and Kiana got up, and they both started twerking in front of the confessional. And I thought that was, like, okay, yes, Kiana, the big girl, yes. Kiera could not twerk at all. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Like, her booty looked like a damn sack of mashed potatoes. That was terrible. So far, I see that Sayora is talking more shit and just talking a lot more shit. And everybody's just so invested on Suzanne's marriage. And I think that's just so ridiculous. Like, at this point, I'm like, damn, like, why y'all really talking shit about something that's just so fucking stupid? Like, it's not that serious. It's not your business, not your problem. So basically, one of the girls got to know Suzanne, the one who's technically a hoe, and the Shayla was getting to know her, and the Shayla confided the other girls and said, hey, like, this girl's actually pretty cool, like, you know, let's not judge her. And then the other girl says, you know what, you're right, we're not gonna judge her, that's cool, you know, you're right, we should never did that. And I thought that was decent, that they felt like they probably shouldn't have judged her. But they all like against Sayora for like, oh, Sierra's a snake. But then again, I agree with that. Like, I would have felt some type of way if she was going around telling people's business too, and then smiling in her face. Like, that would have made me feel some type of way. But so far, Sayora and Suzanne are the center of entertainment, which is really crazy. So Kiera, a lot of the girls are downstairs, and then Sayora's just chilling, and then Kiera was like, is that your food in the fridge? Is that your food in the fridge? Is that your food in the drawer? Is that your food in the drawer? Is that your food in the drawer? Basically, she put like, Sayora, the tatted girl, she put like a whole bunch of her like food and packets of rice inside the drawer in a room. And she just put them in a random drawer, and it's like a lot of people still haven't like unpacked yet. So that made Kiera very upset. She's like, why'd you put food in the drawer? Food doesn't go in the drawer, food goes in the kitchen. And they're arguing, and Sarah was like, okay, I just said I'm gonna move it. Like, Sarah was just like, I'm gonna move it. Okay, why are you so mad? And it's like, they arguing like they sisters, like they mother and daughter, and that shit really annoyed the fuck out of me. Like The fuck? Like, y'all mad over rice-a-roni? The fuck? Like, this bitch put rice-a-roni in her drawer. Yes, you're right. Food doesn't go in a damn drawer. Food goes in the kitchen, but it's not that serious. Like, at this point, I'm like, bro, they're arguing over something that's so fucking petty. Like, they might as well just fucking throw a mattress in a damn pool and do something else unoriginal, because I didn't like the fact they were fighting over something so petty. Personally, I think Kiara has, like, really, really serious issues. Like, why are you arguing over something that's just not serious? Like, she's over here snapping and going off. And, like, the big guy right now, she should fight this girl, saying that, bro, I feel like I'm gonna explode over some damn rice, bitch. I don't like Kiara at all. She's not giving me good vibes. Was like out to the club and stuff, and then Suzanne's all over some guy, basically saying, "Oh my God, you're so handsome. How are you?" And then she kisses him on the lips goodbye after she gets his number. And all the girls are basically just looking at her sideways, and they're talking shit in their confessional, saying, "Wow, like, that's not cool. Like, you married, like, you set up to be here, and you holding around on TV, and your nigga's gonna see this when this all comes out." And then when they all leave, Key says in confessional, "I'm sorry, but I just can't fuck with Suzanne. Like, you a hoe." At least she's 100. Like, at least she's real and honest. She straight up said, "You a hoe, you gonna make us look bad." I mean, I guess that's true. That is true. I mean, if one girl is starting and bopping in your group, everybody's gonna assume that in your group, and nobody wants to look like a hoe. That's something that no one wants to be labeled as. So basically, all the girls are like coming at Suzanne sideways in the limo only because they're drunk. They have that liquor courage, like, "Girl, you should not be doing that. You should not be doing that." They're giggling and laughing. And then Suzanne is like, "Okay, guys, you guys shouldn't be worried about my relationship," which is true. Y'all shouldn't be worried about this bitch relationship because it's not that serious. It's not your business. So basically, Kiana and Kiara throw Sayora under the bus and say, "Well, she told us all your secrets. Like, she's the one who told us. Like, don't blame us." So you're blaming a grown woman, that you as a grown woman is talking shit about another grown woman because another grown woman told a grown woman's business. At the end of the day, if you grown, you could have just been like, "Whatever, oh well, that's not my business, that's not benefiting me. I came here to have fun and work on getting exposure." These bitches are so damn desperate trying to make good TV. And what annoyed me is that every time during their interview, I forgot to point this out, that they would always be like, "Don't get me wrong, these hands work. Like, don't get me wrong, I will beat a bitch up." Like, that annoys the fuck out of me. Like, why do we have to do this season about fighting all the time when these bitches don't even fight like that? These bitches, they're not, this isn't them. Like, they don't usually fight. They're not fighters. They're just doing that to make good TV, and they've never been on TV before. And at this point, I just feel like Bad Girls Club's going so downhill. Like, the ratings are like 500K views a night, and that's kind of terrible. Because all they want to do is the same shit. Well, I beat a bitch up. How the hell these bitches made it on TV? This is crazy. They don't be casting real bitches, and that's what's wrong with BGC. It's so corrupt. It's so polluted. Like, what happens to the good old days? Season 7, 10. Fucking season 7, 8, 6, 5. Like, what happened to those? So when Sayora starts to snap and say, "What are you talking about? Like, y'all throwing me under the bus?" And then Kiara's like, "What?" Kiara's like, "Okay, well," and then Sayora was like, "You know, when we go to the house, Suzanne, I'm gonna talk to you." And then Kiara was like, "Well, Kiara was like, "Well, Suzanne, don't talk to Sayora because when she done talking to you, she's gonna come to us and tell us your business." And then Sayora's snapping. She's like, "No one asked you. No one asked you." Just going off on her and screaming at her. And I'm like, whoa. And then Key got real quiet. He like, actually snapping, because it's like Kira's trying not to go off, and that was very, very funny. But she got quiet as soon as Sayora started snapping. And then when they get in the house, they finally get in the house, they're going upstairs to their rooms, and then, I don't know if y'all noticed this in the episode, but Suzanne litters. I don't like bitches who litter. I don't like niggas who litter. Like, I don't like that littering shit. Especially if you're doing it in a place where you didn't pay for it. Like, littering at school, littering at work. Like, that shit just not cool. Like, she's literally walking up the stairs and she litters. Like, and then if you see Seven Face right here, just looking at, oh shit, and then you see Sayora behind her, like, damn, this bitch dirty too. Like, you a hoe and you dirty. That's not a good combination. You a hoe and you dirty. Like, she literally dropped a ball of tissue on the floor. Maybe she was drunk and she didn't notice, but I thought that was dirty as fuck. So basically, all the girls are talking to Suzanne saying, look, the only reason we felt some type of way about you is because Sayora, that girl told us everything and we felt some type of way about you. You guys prejudged somebody before you got to know them, and you're blaming her on why y'all was talking shit about her. Like, y'all blaming Sayora for why you was talking shit about another grown woman because you heard something. You sound very stupid, and you're not gonna look real when the show comes out. You're gonna look very, very stupid, and no one's gonna like you because you're doing this to start something. You're drunk and you're trying to, like, you know, antagonize things and like trying to start a fight, and that's not cool because that's not reality TV. That's not good reality TV. Good reality TV should be something that's like a lot more natural, or if it's put on, make it seem like it's natural. Like, that's not cool. Like, you're trying to start a fight because you're trying to have BGC still in this fighting light, and that's what all these bitches got it twisted up and fucked up at. Like, they're so overwhelmed with these cameras they don't even know how to fucking act. It's crazy. So Sayora hears the bitches talking shit about her. She runs downstairs, and then she's like, what are you talking about? She was walking kind of fast, too. And then Kiana pushes her, and she flies back. And I'm like, okay. I mean, what does Sayora expect? You're running, you're speed walking, you're drunk, and you don't think so you're gonna get touched? And she, like, flew back really, really fast. And that just told me that Sayora was very, very little and very, very light, because it's like she flew back so damn hard. Like, whoa, like, Key, big ass, couldn't push you that damn big. That bitch pushed you like she was a damn football player. And Sayora flew back really, really fast. And then Key wants to be like, well, it was just a little tap. She was running up and I had to push her. Well, I understand that. She had to push her back a little bit because she was too hyped. She didn't want to fight, but she had to push Sayora back a little bit, and I understood that. So Kiera and Sayora, like, are in a confessional talking about, I don't like this girl, I don't fuck with her, she a snake. They both talking about shit about Sayora when they couldn't even say it to her face. Say you a snake. They couldn't say it to her face. Like, say it to her face. That's where all the real drama will come. Girl, you a snake. You was fake ass bitch. Like, that's what y'all really should have came at her at. And then y'all really should have, like, maybe put her out the house and say, hey, like, there's no room for a snake, you gotta go. That would have been great for television. And then they, like, really, really should have, like, you know, started some drama, like, throw baby powder, throw pickle juice on her, throw pineapple juice on her, and so you gotta go, you gotta go. Like, even if they look like bullies, like, that would have made great TV, that would have been intense, and that would have been great for cameras. Like, they're just looking at her sideways, like, anyways, I don't know, maybe they don't, whatever, that's just my opinion. At the end of the day, this season overall, it was good. The first episode was good, but I hope it doesn't go downhill. I heard there were a lot of fights, and I heard they recently filmed the reunion. This might be the last BGC, so of course I gotta review this. I might just review this episode, but if y'all are feeling this review, please let me know in the comment sections down below. What you thought about you? What did you think about the season? Comment down below. I really want to know. What did you think about the season so far? And yeah, that's that for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. And yeah, that's that. Top of the bitch.